guys, Kemi here. You're welcome back to another episode of Kemi's Corner. And today we are talking about three powerful forces shaping and sometimes impacting the lives of Nigerian youth, which is poverty, drug abuse, and unemployment. And joining me on the conversation is Akinyemi Johnson, also known as Abdul Wahala, also known as finest born on radio.
Plenty pass like that.
So. Plenty.
But we won't talk too much. Hi guys.
Yeah, thank you so much for being part of the program. I really do appreciate it. When we talk about the youth, I know that Akemi Johnson. Let me just stick to the name. Our finest born radio, Abdul Wahala. I know he's into the youth a lot, and he has this kind of strong connection with the youth. And I said I need to have him on Kemi's Corner to talk about this issue. Now, let me begin by asking. We are looking at three powerful, forces. Like I mentioned, drug abuse. I mentioned poverty and also unemployment. Let's talk about how this three has really been affecting Nigerian youth.
Well, we should start from poverty.
Yeah.
And the first definition of poverty for me is a weapon already. All three things that have been mentioned, from drugs to unemployment to whatever, they are all weapons. Because if there was enough of employment, if we had enough employment in town, because we have a lot of employable youths, skilled youths, they are all there, but then they don't have the jobs to do. They don't have the resources to even empower themselves. They're not getting the empowerment from anywhere. So it's more like it's already weaponized against them.
Okay.
That's one. Poverty, we know from way back, for generations behind. In fact, now, Yorubas will use it to sing, meta obodo toshi. Why you not call toshi in the first place? It's fast becoming a generational thing. And whether we like it or not, we are passing it down. We are passing it down. So I think it's weaponized already as well. Drug, on the other side, is also a weapon. Because check it. If you go to... Have you ever experienced where Nigerian police or NDLEA, when they are ransacking on the streets or on the main road, on highways, you've seen them ransacking. Do you know how thorough they can get?
Yes.
Because I've witnessed this several times. There was a time that they caught a nurse with a tablet that is meant for ulcer. And she had to call a doctor. That's how serious it is.
It is.
But then tell me, how do we still find drugs in the streets? No poor man can do that business.
Yeah. When we talk about drugs, we talk about tramadol. I don't really know much of them. We talk about codeine. We talk about marijuana. Is a part of it? We have a lot of them. And like you said, that a poor man cannot, indulge himself in it, which means poverty even has nothing to do with drug abuse.
Poverty has to do with this, because poverty is not about you not having the money. It's about your mindset. It's not because you don't have the money. Because for someone who takes CEO, for instance, in a day, he wants to go in that trips maybe some 3-4 times in a day. Now, the cheapest you find is 500 naira. Multiply that by 4. That's 2,000 naira.
2,000 naira, yes.
No. Let's ask ourselves, how much is the minimum wage in Nigeria?
77,000 or 70,000.
So divide that by 2,000.
That is being used every day.
Every day. So do you think...
It's not cheap.
It's not cheap. It's not cheap. And they will still get the money. Whether they will borrow, whether they will sell something, whether they will have to go and beg for it, it doesn't matter. So poverty is of the mind. It's not about the cash in their pockets.
Now, let's talk about the fact that there is unemployment in the land. Nigeria, the issue of unemployment is just nothing to write home about. We have so many Nigerian youth out there that are unemployed, and because even there is this saying, or is it a Bible verse scripture that says an idle man is Devil's Workshop. I don't know if it's a Bible verse.
Well, we've,
It
we've
is.
already turned that to our school of thought anyway.
School of thought. So that an idle man is the devil's workshop. So now, a Nigerian youth who is idle, who doesn't have a job, you know, would definitely indulge is herself in all of this maintenance, smoking, drug abuse, and then what do you think job employment will actually help reduce this maintenance?
Okay. Let me first of all give you this example. It will answer your question. Then I will now properly answer it. A smoker who takes SK in the street is called SK. It's 100 naira. And is already looking at someone who takes Canadian loud. Sometimes 2-3 Canadian louds in a day, which means that person is spending an average of 20,000 on the same weed in a day. He doesn't have money. He can't afford the luxury of that Canadian loud. So he sticks to his SK. The moment he gets employed and he can earn more and he can afford Canadian loud, do you think he's going to stop? He's going to change his class.
Exactly.
He's going to change his class. For someone who's taking ice, who's that's more like a cheaper part of cocaine.
Yes.
And the moment they get more money, what happens? They take more.
Yeah.
So that is not
They
how
will
to
graduate.
conquer. That is not how to conquer it.
So it has nothing to do with poverty. It has nothing to
It has
do with
nothing to do with poverty.
unemployment.
It's weapon working hand in hand with weapon. It's just weapon working hand in hand with weapon. Now, they give you drugs. The little money you make anywhere, you are still going to have to go and spend it on the drugs from the same people that are making sure that this drug gets into the system, into your hands. You are giving them back the little you are working for. So until you begin to educate those who are drug addicts, until you begin to let them realize what damage is causing to them, because trust me, anybody you ask about smoking, they will give you an excuse. They will tell you why they started smoking.
They will give you 1,001 reason why they
Will
have to keep
justify
smoking.
it. They will justify it. One time, me and my brother had this very funny agreement. He lives in the north, by the way, and he was going to come to Lagos to visit the family. So on his way over, he said he just stopped somewhere to drink. And then he saw a lot of commotion inside I don't know the name of this popular park that was bombed in Abuja. So he witnessed it.
Okay.
He probably would have been in a vehicle there at that time. So it felt like this is a good sign. Alcohol is good for me. So go and tell me how you are going to change his mind.
Change his mind.
So there is we have to understand that we need to teach these people, if it comes to drug, we need to teach them that it is dangerous to their life, much more than...
So in a nutshell, you're saying that no matter the stable income they have, it doesn't stop them from going into drugs. So instead, they should be taught the danger in drug abuse. That's actually a very good point, because many of us believe that so many youth, because of unemployment, because of unstable income, because of their background, that's the reason, it justifies the reason why they are into drug abuse. And it's good that you've been able to open your mind that it's beyond you having a stable income.
It's beyond that.
Now, let's talk about how we can now let the youth understand that, come on, this is not good, this is good, this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do.
Okay, let's not start from their drug. Because trust me, if you get to where they buy drugs, if you get there, you find big boys there. Yes, you find big boys.
We hear of some people, yes.
So And some you don't even have to go and buy, they will bring it to you. You're fine. It's not a big deal. I need you guys to know that it's not a big deal anymore. But what we want to address will be the youths in the street wasting away, taking, first of all, CO, Colorado. That thing has to be off the street. I don't know how they will do it. They just have to get it out of the streets. Because this is not about someone is a drug addict or not a drug addict. You take one, and then you are off for God knows how long. You've seen people
We see a lot of videos.
you get, and some of them are accidental smokers. They're accidental smokers who want to prove that they can smoke.
I agree.
And then the danger
Due to
happens.
peer pressure?
You get, peer pressure comes in there. The peer pressure might even be because maybe I'm too much of get inside.
I just want to show
Àwọn pàdé mi dẹ̀ wà
myself.
lórí street ẹ máa fi pé èmi náà ò mọ bó ṣe ń lọ. Ẹ wá pass máa. They want to feel among. They are not even calling you now, but you feel like they are too social. And God will now help you. Your friends who are smokers, they are also doing well in their businesses.
Yes. Then you just be like,
So why
they're
am I
doing
not
well.
doing it?
So what's the difference? What?
So we need to find, we need to, I don't know how they will do it, but you see that thing called Colorado has to get off the
Off the
streets
market.
first. Because that will first of all normalize everybody. Ẹ kọ́kọ́ calm down. Kò sí anybody who máa gbé kolos mọ́ sí. Anybody who has gbé kolos, ẹ máa ṣàmúrò. When we have that kind of, it is not really about the government now. It is about me and you, God self. If you see somebody that is taking kolos, buy it here. Because for real, they are lost for maybe 30 minutes, and you don't want to see them in
The
private.
aftermath.
You don't want to see them in private. Even the ones that have money, if you see them after they have taken kolos, you don't want to see how they are gone, useless in that moment. That has to get off the street first. When we get that off the street, everybody has now come back to regular smoker. Then daily, let them swing into action. Any one of us, no matter cargo molo,
Carry everybody. Because I really don't know. Because we've heard a lot of stories how even people hide there. You mean that we the youth should be looking up to are even involved in this maintenance. And you just want to wonder that, okay, it's for financial reasons to them, but it's doing harm to more harm. I mean to the youth. So you mentioned the other time that okay, let's leave the government out of it. Now let's look at the people wherever you meet to. But there are some people there that are doing more of the. In fact, they are not helping matters.
Okay.
Because of selfish interest.
I want to say this one quickly. If me and you can be honest with each other,
Yes.
and ask ourselves, why is it that in Nigeria marijuana is illegal, but in some part of the world is not illegal?
It's not illegal.
Why? Can we just find the
Concentrated.
let's agree on the reason why it is illegal? In Ondo State, there are tons of farms.
A lot of them. In fact, I was on a bike. I was speaking with the Okada man was talking to me, was pointing a guy to me. I was on a bike. He said, madam, Sherry money, ati Ondo ti mangbe drugs and money. Wow, Ondo.
Now, everybody just calls it drugs. Especially when they talk about marijuana, they talk about drugs. Okay, I agree. It's drugs. But again, why is it illegal here and illegal in some other places?
Part of the country.
Now, in the part of the world where it is legal, I want to believe that, well, that is export.
Okay.
Why don't we sell? Again, why is it illegal? Those who are taking it, some will tell you it's for medical purpose, it's for glaucoma. Yes, are you going to tell them no?
Not to use it.
You cannot deny them that. And I believe that there are so many other reasons that are also cogent. So why is it illegal in the first place? Because everybody's mindset has just been so drawn to that part that weed is this and weed is that. I agree.
I remember when someone told me that Kemi, weed will help your hair grow.
I keep dreads.
Just add it to your cream. It will help your hair grow.
I keep dreads now. I buy my products and I know that they are not made in Nigeria. Most of them have hemp.
Yeah, India hemp. Yes.
They have hemp. So if we can allow that here, is that not patronizing Nigeria too?
Even the fact that some of these herbs or some of these drugs or whatever are even used for medicinal.
Of course.
I think the challenge is the fact that it's being abused. The concentration is being overused. Not mixed with any other thing. It's just being overused. You can imagine when they say you have to take tramadol. You see people take tramadol to be strong. All these hard laborers, you see them taking it to be stronger and all. And even this what's it called, quack pharmacists, just street pharmacists, they will tell you that they learned from their mother. They are not even helping the situation because they sell them.
You see, still the same circle. A man is poor, is unemployed, and you invite him to come and dig your gutter. You invite him to come and dig a grave, and he needs all the energy because Yoruba will say, "Any bokula shi gangan on look back in the So they are hurrying. They want to quickly do that job and get out of there.
Yes.
And you also want to make sure that they do it fast.
That time, yes.
I'll tell you something.
The pressure.
They are under pressure to deliver for you.
Yes.
One time, they were going to bury a particular man in the Muslim rites.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were time bound.
And they have to do it that
You
day.
get. So the guy that was going to dig, everybody knows that before this guy would dig, he would take tramadol. They know that before he digs, it was smoke.
Yes.
Guess what? The wife of the person that died is a nurse. She provided the tramadol. So just do it fast, please.
Okay, so you mean the nurse, the woman whose husband died, who happens to be a nurse, gave the
Provided the tramadol because you guess that's how much pressure is on the laborer.
And that has to do with the fact that tradition, religious rights just have to.
Let's not just touch religion. I'm glad that list did not include religion. I'm glad that list did not include religion. And I really do not want to talk about religion. I do not want to talk about it. It's deeper than
the ordinary. Okay, so now, we are talking about the way forward, and you mentioned that number one, it begins with us, and for the fact that at least let Colorado be off the street first. So, and the fact that we have to, we one have to do it. Now, what else do you think can be done to curb this menace?
Largely, people need to stop stigmatizing those who are addicted. Anybody that is into drugs, especially unemployed, they are bound to be thieves. They will steal something.
Because they want to buy.
Because they have to satisfy that urge. You know that fact. So instead of stigmatizing them and getting them out of the house by any means necessary, let's find them rehab.
I want to give it to this pastor that has been doing this for years. I really cannot remember.
Rappo.
Yes, Pastor Rappo. Yes, he has been doing this for years, and it's a lot. He has been doing a lot. I particularly watched a video of a lady who went on rehab, and she was fine, beautiful, and better, and she went back into drugs. And this man gave this lady a second chance. This is how far an individual can go, to help, and it's a big deal for me. It's a good one
because it is not easy to pull out of. It's not easy to pull out of drug. Yeah. It is not easy to pull out of drug. I can tell you for free. It is not easy to pull out of drug, no matter how small it is. Start from cigarettes.
Pastor Tony Rappo.
Start from cigarettes. Some people are so addicted to cigarette that when they get out in the morning, before they keep the money for transport, they remove money for a
For
pack of cigarettes. Some people will have to stop at the bus stop at Aboki, take one stick, take
Before
two
moving
sticks
forward.
before they get on the road. That's their energy. And that's the caffeine that they will run on for the whole day. So it's
a
not
lot of
easy.
work.
So we need to give it to
It's a
Pastor
lot.
Rappo.
Yeah. Pastor Tony Rappo, honestly, is really doing a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot because it doesn't look like this is going to end or it's going to reduce. We're looking at the situation of the country.
Well, I think the first part of the problem that should be solved, talking from the angle of the three things we've mentioned,
Yeah.
drug, unemployment,
Poverty.
and poverty. I think the government should try and look into creating policies
Okay.
that will directly affect the youth.
The youth.
Reason being this, let's not deny the fact that every Nigerian youth does not even want the employment again. If you have sense, if your head is correct, you don't want the employment again. You've gone to school, and if you've not gone to school, you are holding a phone. If you don't have a phone, you have people who have phones. If you don't have people who have phones, somebody is doing mechanic in your vicinity, and people are riding cars. So definitely, Nigerian youths are always learning something. If you are not learning something in this Nigeria that I know today, you are not in Nigeria. I know. You meet any Nigerian youth and ask them how many skills they have, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked at the way they'll just be talking.
The numbers
but
of skills.
the fact there is that they don't have access to resources to get them started. So how do they now help the economy? How do they stop poverty? If the policies don't favor them, they can't work well. If they are not making money, the only solution to their depression, according to their own understanding, is drugs. Now they have to go and steal mommy's money to go and buy drugs.
Or sell their parents' family's property.
To get drugs. And these same drugs, a lot of it comes from powerful places.
That is what I'm saying.
It comes from powerful places. So please, Ejo system in favor of street,
I'll do Allah. Thank you so much for joining me on Kemi's Corner. I really do appreciate it because you look beyond even our conversation because it's really something that has been hitting the youth and we are hoping and believing that there will be a way out. Thank you so much for joining me on Kemi's Corner. I really do appreciate it. All right, that's it on Kemi's Corner. We heard from Akemi Johnson. One thing he mentioned, and I really appreciate, is the fact that you and I, we have to work together to help the youth. In case you see any youth indulging in some of these things, we have to caution them immediately. And the NDLEA, I know they've been doing a lot to curb this maintenance. Keep it up, and we really appreciate your work. Pastor Tony Rappo, personally, I really appreciate your work, trying to curb this maintenance. Thank you so much for joining me on Kemi's Corner. Please don't forget to like, to follow, and to share. I will really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye.